When it comes to towing, seeing is believing. That's why Chevy Truck's advanced camera technology offers up to 8 available cameras for 14 unique views, so you can focus on the view that really matters. Chevrolet, together let's drive. Learn more about Chevy Trucks at Chevy.com. Safety or driver assistance features are no substitute for the driver's responsibility to operate the vehicle in a safe manner. Read the vehicle owner's manual for important feature limitations and information.
Hi, guys. So Jenna and myself recorded on Saturday, and we did not do a sense of place, but we did have a pretty long, just kind of random chit chat in the beginning of the episode. And in the interest of kind of sticking to our word and trying to keep the intro a bit more concise, I cut out that intro conversation, and I'm going to put it up as a bonus episode right now, today, Monday. It has nothing to do with the episode that's coming out tomorrow or true crime. It is really just us kind of chit-chatting for about 20 minutes. So rather than have it be tomorrow, I'm going to put it out today. And that way, those who absolutely can't stand the banter and the chit-chat can skip it. And tomorrow's episode will just jump right into the episode. It is a new episode with Jenna and me, myself and Jenna. So hopefully you will listen to that tomorrow and enjoy it. And if you are listening to this, then enjoy the banter. All right, guys, thanks for listening. And I wanted to put this at the beginning of this kind of bonus episode because it might sound a little choppy tomorrow, like we just intro and then jump into the episode. And then today, this will also kind of be an abrupt beginning into the bonus episode because it's, again, I just cut this chunk out. So I'm over explaining as always, but I will leave it at that. And hopefully everyone is having a fantastic Monday. Enjoy this bonus episode and hopefully you'll listen tomorrow. Tomorrow's episode 60. Can't believe it. 60 episodes. All right. Bye, guys. So we're going to stick with the kind of no sense of place. I mean, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the place where this story takes place today, but it'll be brief. And before that, I thought we could just chit chat about a few things.
Okay.
So remember I sent you, this was really interesting to me. I sent you this Instagram post that I saw on ABC 15 Arizona. And it says, busted. 3 women have been indicted after authorities say they stole $560,000 worth of mostly cosmetics from stores around the valley and created a makeshift store in 3 of their homes.
Oh, and they were
Phoenix.
reselling it?
Yeah. And like the pictures.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the picture.
It's nuts. Like the amount.
What kind of stores? Like Target or like Macy's or like Bloomies or?
I don't know, but it looks, I'm going to put my microphone down for a moment. Look at I mean.
Yeah, I saw that picture, but go in the article or let me see. Because I wonder.
I mean, I honestly, I know that stealing obviously is wrong, but I was like, wow, how do you get away with that? I mean, that's a lot. I'll have to post these pictures. Or go to ABC 15 Arizona's Instagram and the pictures of all of this product that they have is unbelievable. I'm about to cough.
I'm not doing that well today.
We're doing okay. We're doing the best we can. We've had to wait. We were ready to record, honestly, at like 11:15 this morning.
We didn't have to wait. We chose to wait.
We didn't have to
watch this.
Yeah, I have been rewatching Vanderpump Rules from season 1, and me and Jenna. So Jenna slept over last night, and then I drove her home this morning, and we had like a real rough ride home. We came across. He came across us. Yeah. It looked like a very small black lab, kind of.
It looked like a mini lab mixed with a wiener dog.
Yes, it did. Kind of ran out almost in front of my car. And so we slowly pulled over. We both got out. We tried to catch the dog. I will grab a cough drop. I'm saying that into the microphone in case I leave this part in, although I feel like people would not love my...
What time is it?
Angry coughing. 6:37. So whether I left it in or not, I don't know, or leave it in or not, I don't know, but I just had a big coughing fit. And Jenna said that's not good, which makes me nervous, but...
Well, I just mean it doesn't sound... I mean,
it doesn't
what's
sound
the worst
good.
that happens? You're sick. That's fine.
Yes.
Well, I guess we could go down a darker road.
My mind went down a darker road immediately.
What?
Oh my God.
But you say this happens every day. Oh, well, also that could go down a darker road.
Yeah, my mind went down a darker road, and then I was like, okay, but I just went to see this lovely naturopath that Jenna referred me to, and I had some blood work done. I took something called a dry pee test. It's called the Dutch test. I know our listeners are probably turning this off right now.
I don't care. I've just heard it all.
Yes, that's true. This is nothing new for Jenna.
But for listeners,
she
she took a pee test. She peed.
I did. I peed on 5 different strips, and I let them dry, and now I'm about to mail them in, and it will test all of my
levels,
hormones, and cortisols.
But
and all
she's
of
getting
those
to
things.
that age, you guys.
I'm at that age. Getting
I am
to
too.
it. I mean, not even getting to it anymore. I'm in it. Okay, I had one more thing to mention.
One more? You didn't even...
Well, I mentioned the shoplifting thing.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly because
let's finish that.
Yeah, I was so enthralled by like how somebody could steal that much makeup from anywhere.
Were they caught, obviously?
Yeah, they were now. But
I wonder what they do with all that product.
Well, they were selling it. They
No,
said
I wonder now that the women are caught. It goes. I bet they throw it out in the end.
I wish I knew where.
You'd go steal the stolen shit.
I'd go take it out of the dumpster.
I wonder how they do it. Well, maybe those women or whoever they were, I don't know, were they women?
I think it was 3 women.
They'll maybe share one day. Let's follow up on that at some point. See where they are if they get convicted and go to prison. What was that?
That's my motivational quote that comes to my phone.
Oh, what's it say? I am rich.
It says, I will read it to you right now. Jenna said, I am rich because that's my phone screen, like my wallpaper on my phone.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was just when you left your phone at my house the other day. I thought that was just like that day's.
No, that's just my wallpaper on my phone. It just says, I am rich.
Oh, you're trying to manifest.
I'm doing whatever I can to be rich. Yes. Or just to be like financially stable.
Oh yeah. I gotcha.
But then I also get motivational quotes several times a day. I think it's 3 times a day. And this one says, water flows freely and it does not resist objects in its path. Instead, it goes around them. To live peacefully, be like water.
Live like water. It's the hardest and softest element.
I like that. That's a good one. They're not always good.
Live like water.
Huh. I should title this episode that, Live Like Water. I like that.
Well, is water involved in the murder? That'd be cool. I mean, cool as in matching what is happening right now.
I'm not going to even tell you.
Okay.
So that's the... I saw that shoplifting thing where they stole all this and like they set up a store in their home. So I sent Jenna that. So the shoplifting thing I sent to Jenna just because I like thought that was fascinating, and I'm obsessed with face products and hair products, and I like want all of them. Do you have your hand up for a reason?
Yeah. This sounds dumb, but when I was 14, it wasn't cosmetics. It was a bracelet.
Nordstrom's.
Bloomies.
Oh.
Bloomingdale's.
Wow, you're high class.
And then they told us we weren't allowed ever back.
That's right.
In any Bloomingdale's.
I actually weirdly, like, you know how there's moments from like our like younger lives?
I actually just didn't describe, but I guess people...
You didn't.
When I was 14, I stole something, a product from Bloomingdale's and got quote unquote, I mean, it was arrested, but I was 14.
Right.
But they took me and my friend and I out. In handcuffs. They literally handcuffed us and walked us through the store. And
I didn't know that.
It was something worth maybe $35. Walked us through the store, put us in the back of the cop car and drove us to the station.
Oh,
and
I
then
did
put
not
us in
know
separate
that.
rooms. And my friend that was with me, her father got there before my parents. I can't even remember who came for me.
Oh, I remember.
But I heard her father going ape shit on, not ape shit, but like yelling. You know what I mean?
I know who you're talking about, and knowing him, I believe that.
Right, but like who came to get me? I don't remember.
Oh, I think both of them, because I remember standing in the kitchen and mom being on the phone. And this is what I
Really?
was going to say. Like,
oh, we never talked about this.
no, like, remember, you know how like sometimes like there are like I don't remember everything from obviously childhood, but there are certain moments that I can like picture so clearly. And I can so remember standing by. Remember how mom's desk was like built in right by the laundry room? I remember standing there and she was on the phone and like, I just remember like watching her face, like, what's going on? And she's like, Jenna and
blank
friend were arrested for stealing.
Yeah.
And she was like, you know, mom, remember I was like mad, like nostril flaring face.
I bet if we could go back, I was 14, you were like 17. Yeah, that makes sense. Or maybe I was 13.
Yeah.
And you must have inside somewhere been like,
Finally,
she gets caught.
Finally, she did something wrong.
I mean, I was also only 13.
Right.
But I did have a good way of flying under the radar.
You sure did.
Until,
most of your life, most of your teenage years, you did.
Yeah, but I was 13 there, and that's right in the beginning.
Right.
But then the rest, yeah.
Yeah. After that, you like learned your lesson. You kept it real in check.
Real adult. Anyways, that's interesting.
That's interesting because, yes, that has to do with me. We're just going all over the place.
God damn.
That has to do with me sending you that cosmetics stealing thing a little bit. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was fascinating to me. The only
fascinating.
The only other thing, I have two more things, very brief.
The last thing you want to hear when you need your auto insurance most is a robot with countless irrelevant menu options. Which is why with USAA Auto Insurance, you'll get great service that is easy and reliable, all at the touch of a button. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply.
Because remember I texted you the other night something about, sorry guys, that pause was because sometimes if you put your phone too close to the Zoom recorder that we use, it'll like, you get this like buzzing noise. And we just heard that, both of us, but there was no phone next to it. So I don't know. Anyways, I texted you the other night something and you were like, I'm starving. I want Jimmy John's. And I was like, yeah, yum. That sounds good. And you said,
Can't
it's not
do it.
allowed.
Can't do
and
it.
I was like, what do you mean it's not allowed? I thought you meant like it's too expensive or I'm not going to like order food anymore or something. And then you said,
but I had told you this the day before or the week before. You just forgot.
I forgot.
Yeah.
And so you texted me back, like not right away, but a little bit after, like, you know, a little bit later, big game hunter. And then you immediately texted me something else and something else. And I kind of, I like saw the big game hunter and I was like, maybe she meant that for somebody else. Like, I don't know what that refers to. I totally didn't understand your text. And then like 15 minutes later, I was like, oh my God, now I know why she's not eating Jimmy John's, because Jimmy John's
Did you confirm it?
founders are big game. I totally did not.
Oh, I thought that's where you were going with this.
No, I was just alerting our listeners who might care about big game hunting.
Yeah. And I mean, okay, if I didn't go everywhere that the founder owners had some belief or value that is totally opposed to me,
You'd have to, like,
I couldn't
grow
go anywhere.
your own food. And
but
like,
Hobby Lobby,
yeah, it's kind of similar to Chick-fil-A, right? Yeah,
I feel like it is.
Yeah.
Although Hobby Lobby's
I
cool.
love Hobby. Yeah, I won't lie. I'll still go to Hobby Lobby. I won't lie about that.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy John's, when you can't, like I cannot eat at Jimmy John's and be okay. So why
Me too.
not?
And I cannot eat at Chick-fil-A and be totally fine. I actually really have not eaten at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, exactly.
But Hobby Lobby, I go maybe once a year and I love it every single time. But big game hunting, like to me, you know, hunting is not my thing. I'm not a fan of it. I understand the necessity of it in certain areas for certain population controls or whatever. I still don't like it.
That's not an American does not need to be a big game hunter.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I understand hunting deer or something for population control in certain areas.
Or for food if that's how you get your food.
Sure. But like hunting rhinoceros and elephant and giraffe, like that I have a huge issue with. So I will never. I'm so glad you reminded me of that, because unfortunately me not eating Jimmy John's does nothing for the animals. But I feel like I'm taking a stand against something.
Well, also just maybe not supporting someone's business that you don't. I mean, I eat meat also, so but like it's whatever. I'm not getting into all that.
We can't go down that road.
Look, I just looked it up on Wikipedia, and now I'm thinking, well, maybe he's saying this because it all came out. The founder is an avid hunter and fisherman. In a 2015 Chicago Tribune article, he said that the largest misconception about him is that people still connect him to the photos of him posing with big game from 10 years ago. According to, I can't pronounce his last name, he used to hunt big game in Africa on legally organized safaris, but he no longer does.
Don't care.
Yeah,
don't
me
care.
neither.
Like
Me
somebody
neither.
who's willing to do that, I cannot support you. And I know that may sound judgmental, but I don't care.
I don't care if it's true or not. I don't need to be eating there.
I don't support you. If you're going to shoot a giraffe, we're not in business together anymore. I'm not eating your food. I'm not coming to your establishment at all. No. Okay, last question.
Oh.
Where does the term narc come from? Like, what does that mean? And how does
Narcotics? Oh, no, narc like you tell on someone? Maybe narcotic? You know the answer, I'm
I
guessing.
sure do.
Okay, not that then.
No, it is.
Oh.
You're right.
You narc on someone for having narcotic, like a drug, like drugs.
I
Yeah.
didn't, so, but I knew that narking on someone meant telling, like
Right.
telling on them.
Guessing it came from narcotic.
It did, and I didn't realize that. I thought that it just meant like you narked on them about
Right, but still, then
They
you'd want to
murdered
know
somebody,
where
they
it came
stole
from.
something.
Why is it NARC or NA?
And
right?
originally, it was to narc on someone was to tattle about drug use. Yeah, so good job. That was a quick.
Where did that come from?
I think I saw it on a show that me and Mark are rewatching called American Rust on Amazon Prime with Jeff Daniels and Maura Tierney, who I like a lot. She's from The Affair. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a really good show. And a new season just came out, but he had never seen the first season. So I was like, well, I'll rewatch it. It's actually fantastic. I think you would quite like it. That's my TV recommendation.
You know what I wrote down? Pick one quote from each Vanderpump episode and discuss it in a podcast.
I love that.
I mean, really, the one quote, like when Jack says, I don't know
You're not the
what.
number one guy. I'm the
Yeah.
number one guy.
It could be a 15-minute podcast each week.
Oh my God, I would do it in a heartbeat. I skipped over it because we've already talked about things, but in my a few bullet points to talk about in the beginning is why do I love Vanderpump so much is literally what I
Why
have
do you?
written down.
Oh God, here we go.
I can't go down that
Yeah,
road.
we
I
can't.
don't
Let's
know.
not.
But I would easily do a podcast with you where we pick one quote or one episode of Vanderpump and just break it apart and dig in because I have so many comments.
Episode is too
long.
Not long even. It's just too obvious for me. And people would listen, I'm sure.
Totally.
But just to do a rewatch, sure.
Yeah,
But
that
let's
exists.
get a bit more nuanced.
Yeah.
And I think
A quote
one
or
quote
an
is
outfit.
too nuanced.
Well, it could be like
A
a quote,
quote,
an outfit,
And one character, not character.
person
Yeah.
from that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. We'd have to come up with a cool title that has to do with if we're going to pick 3 things to discuss each episode. So
I'll think on that.
Think on it. All right, we're
Oh,
jumping
boy.
into our episode.
Can we
here.
pause for a second?
Yes,
What time
of course.
is it? Death by Southwest is hosted by Jenna Schneider and Margot Carmichael.
Executive produced by Margot Carmichael.
Produced by Jenna Schneider.
Audio editing and sound design by Margot Carmichael.
Music by Soundstripe.
And a special thanks to Edward R. Murrow for letting us borrow his famous sign-off phrase, "Good night and good luck."